questions. That was not specifically mentioned. So my question is there less emphasis in the European Union work with these questions on aspects of biodiversity and cultural and social function than in the pan-European process?
I think that was a question to Markus.
I think the reason why I didn't mention it specifically was, sorry to say that, but for time reasons, it was in one of the slides, of course, mentioned as well. I think it was the second one when I tried to explain in what context this discussion on processes on forestry takes place. And the context is, of course, the EU 2020 strategy, where biodiversity plays, of course, a bigger role and an important role. We are affected by this, of course, positively, but it is rather something that is seen from the environmental point of view. Therefore, I didn't make any specific mention to it. But if a colleague of DG Environment would have been there, he would have made, I think, 80% of its intervention based on that. You will understand that I tried to do it the other way around. And also on the social cultural function, I will now use the opportunity. Of course, there are two things, and we have expressed this also in the discussions in Vienna. There are two things that are very much important for us in discussing about a forest policy or forest policies. And this is a sustainable forest management, and it is, of course, sustainability. Those two keywords englobe, I think, exactly what you have now asked.
Thank you. Jonas?
My name is Jonas Rudberg. I have a question for Mr. Heino about this process for legally binding agreement. You said in a slide here that this committee, the negotiation committee, shall base its work on existing resolutions and declarations and relevant international commitments. I'm a little curious about the CBD, the Biodiversity Convention under the UN, especially the Nagoya Protocol or the strategic plan from Nagoya about biodiversity with 20 targets for that. How will you address that in this context?
A distinct question. John.
Thank you very much. And you put your finger on a very good issue, how to, generally speaking, coordinate our work on the future LBA with all existing UN conventions that